Can you guess the Emmy Award winners from the 1990s based on how they look in 2025? This was the decade that gave us coffee shop culture, conspiracy theories, and the most quotable characters in television history. Your challenge is to identify these legends before we reveal their Emmy-winning roles. Ready for some serious 1990s nostalgia? Let's begin. Keep track of your score and drop it in the comments. Let's see who remembers these classic 1990s shows. After 11 years behind the bar, Ted Danson as Sam Malone in Cheers won Emmy Awards in 1990 and 1993 for making Last Call the most emotional moment on television when the series finally ended. He's 77 today. Marriage comedy reached perfection when Helen Hunt as Jamie Buckman in Mad About You won 4 consecutive Emmy Awards from 1996 to 1999, proving that everyday relationship humor could be television gold. She turned 62 this year. Seattle's sophistication met radio psychology when Kelsey Grammer as Frasier Crane won Emmy Awards in 1994, 1995, and 1998 for proving that intellectual comedy could be both highbrow and hilarious, now 70. Police procedurals got grittier when Dennis Franz as Detective Andy Sipowicz in NYPD Blue won 4 Emmy Awards, transforming from racist cop to beloved character through one of television's greatest redemption arcs. He's 80 now. Investigative journalism had its fiercest advocate when Candice Bergen as Murphy Brown continued her Emmy streak, winning in 1990, 1992, 1994, and 1995 for fearlessly tackling every controversial story. At 79, she remains a legend. The truth was out there, and Gillian Anderson as FBI agent Dana Scully in The X-Files won the 1997 Emmy for balancing scientific skepticism with alien conspiracy theories that captivated viewers worldwide. She's 57 today. Every entrance became an event when Michael Richards as Cosmo Kramer in Seinfeld won Emmy Awards in 1993, 1994, and 1997 for making physical comedy an art form with his wild hair and wilder schemes. He turned 76 this year. Aliens studying human behavior became comedy gold when John Lithgow as Dick Solomon in Third Rock from the Sun won back-to-back Emmy Awards in 1996, 1997, and again in 1999 for making otherworldly confusion absolutely hilarious, now 79. Mob Wives got complexity when Edie Falco as Carmela Soprano in The Sopranos won the 1999 Emmy for showing that even criminals have families worth protecting, changing television drama forever. She's 62 now. Boston bar patrons welcomed a new manager when Kirstie Alley as Rebecca Howe in Cheers won the 1991 Emmy, then claimed another in 1994 for the TV movie David's Mother, proving her dramatic range. We lost her in 2022 at 71. 10 1990s legends down, and we're just getting started. If you're scoring above 7, you're a true 1990s nostalgia champion. How many of these characters' catchphrases can you still recite? Coffee house culture found its quirkiest voice when Lisa Kudrow as Phoebe Buffay in Friends won the 1998 Emmy for making eccentric songs and massage therapy the perfect combination of weird and wonderful. At 62, she's still quirky. The most persistent detective on television kept going when Peter Falk as Lieutenant Columbo continued solving murders into the 1990s, winning the 1990 Emmy for proving that great characters never get old, just more beloved. We lost him in 2011 at 83. Upper West Side style met downtown attitude when Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Elaine Bennis in Seinfeld won the 1996 Emmy for proving that women could be just as hilariously self-absorbed as the guys. She's 64 today. Movie stardom transitioned to television success when Burt Reynolds as high school coach Wood Newton in Evening Shade won the 1991 Emmy for bringing Southern charm to primetime comedy. We lost him in 2018 at 82. Sibling rivalry reached sophisticated heights when David Hyde Pierce as Niles Crane in Frasier won Emmy Awards in 1995, 1998, and 1999 for making neurosis and wine snobbery absolutely endearing. He turned 66 this year. Working-class families finally got honest representation when Roseanne Arnold as Roseanne Connor in Roseanne won the 1993 Emmy for showing that real families struggle with money, marriage, and making dinner every night, now 72. That unmistakable voice commanded television when James Earl Jones as Gabriel Byrd in Gabriel's Fire won the 1991 Emmy for bringing dignity to a Chicago police detective story. We lost this legend in 2024 at 93. Small-town America got complicated when Kathy Baker as Dr. Jill Brock in Picket Fences won 3 Emmy Awards for navigating family medicine in a community where every patient had secrets. She's 75 now. Sisterhood got hilarious when Laurie Metcalf as Jackie Harris in Roseanne won 3 consecutive Emmy Awards from 1992 to 1994 for being the perfect foil to her sister's sarcasm with neurotic energy. At 70, she's still expressive. Psychiatry met comedy when Bebe Neuwirth as the ice-cold Lilith Sternin in Cheers won back-to-back Emmy Awards in 1990 and 1991 for making intellectual superiority both funny and oddly romantic. She turns 66 this year. Baltimore homicide investigations reached dramatic perfection when Andre Braugher as Detective Frank Pembleton in Homicide: Life on the Street won the 1998 Emmy for bringing Shakespeare to the interrogation room. We lost him in 2023 at 61. Alien femininity became comedy chaos when Kristen Johnston as Sally Solomon in Third Rock from the Sun won Emmy Awards in 1997 and 1999 for making extraterrestrial confusion absolutely hysterical, now 57. Small-town law enforcement faced big city problems when Tom Skerritt as Sheriff Jimmy Brock in Picket Fences won the 1993 Emmy for keeping the peace in television's strangest community. He's 91 now. Wealthy best friends got wicked when Christine Baranski as Marianne Thorpe in Sybil won the 1995 Emmy for delivering cutting one-liners with perfect timing and impeccable style. At 73, she's still sharp. College football comedy tackled relationships when Craig T. Nelson as Coach Hayden Fox in Coach won the 1992 Emmy for proving that tough guys can be vulnerable when it comes to love. He's 81 today. 30-something angst found its voice when Patricia Wedig as Nancy Weston in 30-something won back-to-back Emmy Awards in 1990 and 1991 for capturing the complexity of modern motherhood and marriage. She turned 73 this year. Medical drama got theatrical when Mandy Patinkin as the passionate Dr. Jeffrey Geiger in Chicago Hope won the 1995 Emmy for bringing Broadway intensity to hospital corridors, now 72. From taxi dispatcher to time traveler to Canadian storyteller, Christopher Lloyd as Alistair Dimple in Road to Avonlea won the 1992 Emmy for proving his range knew no bounds. He's 86 now. family drama reached emotional heights when Celia Ward, as Teddy Reed in Sisters, won the 1994 Emmy for navigating the complicated relationships between four very different women. At 69, she's still captivating. Years after being My Favorite Martian, Ray Walston, as Judge Henry Bone in Picket Fences, won back-to-back Emmy Awards in 1995 and 1996 for bringing wisdom and wit to the courtroom. We lost him in 2001 at 86. Halfway through these 1990s Emmy legends, if you're getting most of these right, you never missed appointment television. Hit that like button and subscribe for more nostalgic television throwbacks. Emergency medicine met feminist ideals when Christine Lahti, as Dr. Kate Austin in Chicago Hope, won the 1998 Emmy for showing that women could lead hospitals with both compassion and authority. She's 75 today. Emergency room nursing got respect when Juliana Margulies, as Carol Hathaway in ER, won the 1995 Emmy for bringing heart and professionalism to television's most intense medical drama. She turns 59 this year. Improvisation legends brought spontaneous laughter when Jonathan Winters, as Gunny Davis in Davis Rules, won the 1991 Emmy for proving that comedy veterans could still surprise audiences. We lost him in 2013 at 87. Southern quirk became endearing when Michael Jeter, as Herman Stiles in Evening Shade, won an Emmy Award in 1992 for making oddball characters absolutely lovable. We lost him in 2003 at 50. Legal defense got colorful when Five-ish Finkel, as attorney Douglas Wambo in Picket Fences, won the 1994 Emmy for making every courtroom argument an entertaining performance. We lost him in 2016 at 93. After winning her first Emmy in 1989, Dana Delaney, as Colleen McMurphy in China Beach, claimed another in 1992 for continuing to explore the ongoing trauma and healing of Vietnam War nurses, now 69. Legal representation got passionate when Cameron Manheim, as attorney Eleanor Frutt in The Practice, won the 1999 Emmy for fighting for justice with both brains and heart. She's 64 now. While legal shows were getting formulaic, Jimmy Smits, as attorney Victor Cifuentes in L.A. Law, won the 1990 Emmy for bringing genuine emotion to television's legal profession. At 70, he's still distinguished. Hospital administration got heart when Hector Elizondo, as Dr. Philip Waters in Chicago Hope, won the 1997 Emmy for leading medical teams with wisdom and compassion. He's 88 today. Police partnerships got complicated when Kim Delaney, as Detective Diane Russell in NYPD Blue, won the 1997 Emmy for navigating both crime scenes and romantic relationships with equal intensity. She turns 63 this year. Marriage struggles became relatable television when Timothy Busfield, as Elliot Weston in 30-something, won the 1991 Emmy for showing that even good husbands make mistakes, now 68. Teen challenges got serious when Chad Lowe, as Jesse McKenna in Life Goes On, won the 1993 Emmy for portraying HIV-positive youth with dignity and hope during the height of the AIDS crisis. He's 57 now. Police work got human when Gordon Clapp, as Detective Greg Medavoy in NYPD Blue, won the 1998 Emmy for showing that even cops can be insecure and still get the job done. At 76, he's still relatable. Courtroom authority got attitude when Holland Taylor, as Judge Roberta Kittleson in The Practice, won the 1999 Emmy for running legal proceedings with an iron fist and sharp wit. She's 82 today. David E. Kelley created the perfect underdog when Michael Badalucco, as attorney Jimmy Berluti in The Practice, won the 1999 Emmy for making blue-collar determination more powerful than fancy degrees. He turns 70 this year. Hollywood agency life got real when Alex Rocco, as talent agent Al Floss in the famous Teddy Z, won the 1990 Emmy for showing the hustle behind the glamour. We lost him in 2015 at 79. Vietnam War stories continued when Marg Helgenberger, as Casey Koloski in China Beach, won the 1990 Emmy for bringing complexity to military life during wartime, now 66. Alaska's eccentric residents found their voice when Valerie Mahaffey, as Eve in Northern Exposure, won the 1992 Emmy for bringing offbeat charm to television's quirkiest small town. We lost this beloved character actress in 2025. She was 71. Small-town relationships got complicated when Lee Taylor Young, as Rachel Harris in Picket Fences, won the 1994 Emmy for navigating love and loss in television's strangest community. She's 80 today. From police detective to mountain teacher, Tyne Daly as Alice Henderson in Christie won the 1996 Emmy for continuing her television excellence in Appalachian drama. She turns 79 this year. Civil rights stories found their voice when Mary Alice, as Marguerite Peck in I'll Fly Away, won the 1993 Emmy for portraying the strength of domestic workers during the movement. We lost her in 2022 at 80. Police support got strength when Madge Sinclair, as Empress Josephine Austen in Gabriel's Fire, won the 1991 Emmy for standing by her partner with unwavering loyalty. We lost her in 1995 at 57. Literary genius came alive when Robert Morse, as Truman Capote in True, won the 1993 Emmy for embodying the famous author's wit, vulnerability, and storytelling magic. We lost him in 2022 at 90. True crime became dark comedy when Holly Hunter, as Wanda Holloway in the positively true adventures of the alleged Texas cheerleader murdering mom, won the 1993 Emmy for the most outrageous TV movie title ever, now 67. British sophistication graced television when John Gielgud, as Haverford Downs in Summer's Lease, won the 1991 Emmy for bringing theatrical elegance to the small screen at age 87. We lost this legend in 2000 at 96. Jazz age glamour returned when Lynn Whitfield, as Josephine Baker in The Josephine Baker Story, won the 1991 Emmy for capturing the spirit of the legendary entertainer and civil rights pioneer. She's 72 now. Political drama found its heart when Beau Bridges won Emmy Awards for Without Warning, The James Brady Story in 1992, and The Second Civil War in 1997, proving his dramatic range. At 84, he's still compelling. Independent cinema met television excellence when Gina Rowlands won Emmy Awards for Face of a Stranger in 1992 and The Betty Ford Story in 1987, bringing film intensity to TV movies. We lost her in August of 2025. She was 94. Aging with dignity became television art when Hume Cronin, as John Cooper in Age-Old Friends, won the 1990 Emmy for exploring friendship and mortality with grace and humor. We lost him in 2003 at 91. True crime drama reached perfection when Barbara Hershey, as Candy Morrison in A Killing in a Small Town, won the 1990 Emmy for portraying a real-life murder case with devastating accuracy. She's 77 today. Character acting reached its peak when Vincent Gardenia, as Michael Alott in Age-Old Friends, won the 1990 Emmy for showing that friendship has no expiration date. We lost him in 1992 at 72. High society drama got authentic when Eva Marie Saint, as Lil Van Degen Ultimus in People Like Us, won the 1990 Emmy for bringing old Hollywood elegance to television's elite circles. She turns 101 this year. Environmental activism found its voice when Raul Julia, as Chico Mendes in The Burning Season, won the 1995 Emmy posthumously for his final, powerful performance as the murdered Brazilian activist. We lost him in 1994 at 54. Military courage met personal truth when Glenn Close, as Colonel Margaret Kammermeyer in Serving in Silence, won the 1995 Emmy for portraying a real officer's fight against discrimination, now 78. Soviet crime investigation became compelling television when Donald Sutherland, as Colonel Fetisov in Citizen X, won the 1995 Emmy for hunting a serial killer in Cold War Russia. We lost this legend in 2024. Love conquered prejudice when Judy Davis, as Diana in Serving in Silence, won the 1995 Emmy for supporting her partner's fight against military discrimination with unwavering loyalty. She's 70 now. How many did you get out of 66 Emmy legends from the 1990s? Perfect score makes you an official 1990s TV expert. Drop your score below and tell us which 1990s show you still quote today. If you love this trip back to the decade that perfected television, we've got more nostalgic content coming your way. Subscribe and hit the bell for more throwback TV that'll make you want to grab the remote and binge watch all over again.